Alright, I am here. I don't know if anyone is in chat. But I'm here. I have to make some last minute adjustments because wasn't planning on doing reverse recruitment today. But after the SNES crashed, I'll be honest, like I'm feeling very discouraged. I'm not killing the Thracia run, but I don't want to do it more today. The game crashes that late into a chapter that was going that well and you lose 2 movement level ups on your 2 best units. It kind of just discourages you. So I'm switching over to something else so that I don't get, like, too salty, you know? I think it's important to recognize when you are starting to get, like, tilted or frustrated or whatever. And, I was starting to get tilted or frustrated or whatever. But. Reverse recruitment exists. So I'm going to do that instead. I just had to make some adjustments because I mentioned this in the Thracia stream. But basically, I've been working on a 0% growth patch. I'm almost finished. It's actually harder to make this game 0% growth than any other game, just because of the way stats are calculated. But because of that, I have... Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta actually X out. I forgot to make one more adjustment. Sorry, if I sound like, ugh, it's because, like, I lost 2 movement level ups, in the middle of a hard chapter on my 2 best units. I think it's perfectly valid to be a little bit salty over that. Just because the application froze. Which sucks, but it's also, at a certain point, you can only focus on the things out of your control for so long. Is how I look at it. So we're pivoting, We're pivoting because if I continued to play Thracia after that, I would just not be having fun. I'll probably come back to it next week is probably what I'll do. A 1,000 years ago.
Engage.
Let me make sure this is the right save file. This is not the right save file. Hold on. Clearly this is not right. Sorry. Bloop. Rise from 1,000 years ago. Shaking off a hazy dream. Whoop. Just kidding. Just kidding. Okay. Whoop. If this will start.
Fire Emblem.
Engage! Here we go. Dark Emblem. Ooh. Spooky. So, first off, I'm going to stagger save because staggered saves are incredibly useful for testing ROM hacks. So here's the thing, is I want to do the DLC maps, right? But I think I decided that... So I get a Master Seal in Chapter 7 and a Master Seal in Chapter 8. And I think I've decided I want to do Chapter 7 and Chapter 8 before I do the other 2 DLC maps. Because I want to promote Rosado and Panette. I feel like they would really benefit from promoting. Just because we're going to be feeding them. We're going to, you know, they're big units I want to use. So, I am going to do the DLC stuff. But I'm going to do Chapter 7 and Chapter 8 first, so I can get those 2 Master Seals. Hey, look, it's Dysphoria Hoodie Mavier. Why is the game lagging?
Mavier,
What do I
I'm
have going on in
curious.
the background?
What are some of your favorite things?
Pardon? Why would you wish to know?
I've decided to give you a gift as a token of my gratitude.
A gift from the Divine Dragon? For what reason? Perhaps you are mistaken about who I am.
You are Vale's knight, yes? Vale is alive today because of your actions. She is my only sibling, and I cannot thank you enough for protecting her. Do you understand why I might want to reward you for such service?
I understand. However, knowing I have your gratitude is reward enough.
Only my gratitude?
I am pleased you value my efforts to aid the Lady Vale. I am not a good person. As your former enemy, I am unworthy of your praise. Pardon me. I am needed elsewhere.
Mavier, you don't...
It's actually kind of hilarious to put Klon in that support, since he's like the president of the Divine Dragon fan club or fucking whatever. Okay, we get Rayla Marin.
Divine One, I have something to discuss with you. If
Hello
it's not too much
again.
trouble.
I switched over because I knew I would be salty if I continued Thracia after the crash.
Listen up a little.
I will go back to Thracia at some point, probably next week.
Of course. Forgive me. I've been working up the courage to ask you about this. See, I love rare crit.
Yeah, the RR is very funny, in my opinion. I really like the head swap stuff. Ba-da-da. Bum bum ba da ba da bum. Alright, we got emblem rings. Ba 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 da ba da ba. Ba da ba. Sea doll, get a ring. If you like it, you gotta put a ring on it. Bum ba da bum. Ba da bum. Ba da bum. Every time I hear someone speak with the wrong voice, it absolutely kills me. Yeah, that and the heads, the head swaps is very funny to me. Oh my god, finally someone Seedall can destroy. Jean, I see your purpose now.
It's been an honor sparring with you.
My hard work is rewarded.
We need that SP. We need that Seedall SP. Bum ba da bum bum. Ba da ba ba bum ba dum.
I'm Seedall. Let's begin.
Let's have a good match.
So 2 reasons. One, special dance would be nice when we eventually get it, but the more important one is I want to get him to 1,000 SP so I can put Cantor on him. Because Cantor on your Dancer is really nice.
You're as strong as
How the fuck did he win that?
Is rewarded.
Dodge tank. And so I'm sending him through the arena mostly for the SP. Because if you put a bond ring on them, they get 50% of the arena experience as SP.
If I win, you'd better buy something.
Seedall's actually getting good matchups for once.
My loss, but your gain.
My hard work is rewarded.
Yeah, I'm trying to get Cantor. So now I'm only 100 away. Alright. I'm gonna go get this support. Never mind, it's not a cutscene. I do have to go to the bathroom, so what I'm gonna go ahead and do is... We're gonna go... So, as I mentioned, for anyone who wasn't here when I was talking about it, I'm gonna go to Chapter 7, because I want to do Chapter 7 and Chapter 8 before we do the other paralogs for the Master Seals, basically. The Master Seals you get in 7 and 8. So yeah, we're gonna do this. Because I have to go to the bathroom, I'm just gonna let the cutscene play out. Make sure it's on auto scroll first, because I don't want to leave and have it be on the first line, right?
So, you made it across the
Oh,
border.
well, this is unnecessary. Alfred, you're not here yet, and Lyndon is dead.
It's all right.
There we go. Auto advance is on. All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Quite the bow, soldier. Must have been hard on the knees. Wait a second. Your face looks awfully familiar.
Your face looks familiar.
You're not just a soldier, are you?
No, I'm Alchrist, second prince of Brodia.
Prince?
I thought so. How's it going, Prince Alchrist?
Even worse than usual. I'm sorry for taking so long to introduce myself. Oh, these are my retainers, Lapis and Citrine.
Honored to meet you and your coterie. Yeah, welcome to Brodia.
I can't say I feel very welcome. You still look like you're ready to kill us.
We're merely a little tense. My father, King Morian, received word from Queen Ev that your party was on its way. He ordered us to meet you at the border and formally welcome you to the kingdom. We've been waiting for a long time, and all we encountered were bizarre creatures or bandits. We assumed you were more of the same.
I'm sorry for the delay. We had to take a little detour. Still, if your arrow hit the Divine One, Brodia's standing would have been seriously hurt. Be more careful next time, Prince Alchrist.
I will. I really am sorry.
You cannot be held liable, Alchrist. You had no way of knowing who they were. Was it not possible for your party to arrive in a more royal, more resplendent manner?
This is the Kingdom of Warriors. If you can't dodge one arrow, you're not worthy to enter. Here, the weak serve the strong. Maybe we should give you a little test.
What did you say?
She didn't mean that. Apologies. My country places too much value on strength. Besides, you have nothing to prove. I am well aware of your battle prowess, Prince Alfred.
Oh, well, thank you.
I am so sorry for all this. So sorry. And I'm sorry it's me greeting you instead of someone better.
You can stop apologizing. I'm grateful that a prince is here to receive us personally.
Really? You're grateful to see me?
Yes. Honored, in fact.
How polite of you to say so. Charming as well as divine, I see. Could you do me the favor of being...
I kind of like that Fadago and Tamara join in the same map.
So hard to show.
And also that Lapis is Tamara, because then, like, the protective sister... It's just... I like it. I like how it ended up... How the recruitment order ended up working. It also means Archer replaces Archer, Mage replaces Mage, Backup replaces Backup. Which is pretty cool.
Take us to the castle.
Good.
Divine One, if I may.
Finally! It took you long enough. Very rude to keep a princess waiting. Very rude indeed.
Hey, you guys are on my side.
That would be me.
Those are my units. Those are my units. What are you talking about? Those are my units.
Don't come any closer. You wicked Illusians aren't worthy to approach the divine dragon.
Betrayal.
Nobody asked you, Brodian. Besides, we're not the wicked ones. You are. My father says Brodia is a greedy, barbaric country. You're always invading our territory, taking our land. It's the worst.
They're like
Do you
Takumi.
know how many
Betrayal.
people you've hurt? Not just soldiers, but regular people.
We're not just invading to expand. We are keeping your vicious, unpredictable kingdom in check. I take it you're retaliating?
Okay. So, this is the first instance in which a playable unit, a future playable unit, is an enemy. So in case anyone was wondering what I did about that, it was nothing. This is just vanilla Hortensia. This is just vanilla Rosado. And this is just vanilla Goldberry. I think that the other reverse recruitment mod puts the people they replace here. I personally didn't want to fuck around with the enemy map. I just wanted to reverse the playable units. So we can have a mirror match, figure out who's the better Rosado. I have a feeling it's the one who's been grinding with the Tiki emblem. If I had to guess. I want to bring Goldberry so she can fight her clone as well. But I feel like she is legitimately the weakest Link on my team. Like, I can't justify bringing her over Saphir. Speaking of Saphir, she needs a ring. I can put Hector on her.
Hector!
Leave it to me.
Leave it to me. You know who he sounds like? Kronk. From Emperor's New Groove.
Micaiah.
Here I go!
Banana. Banana. Oh, right. I guess I should show off. So I say the mage replaces the mage, but he doesn't have any magic. Bum bum bum. Brum bum bum. Brum bum bum. That's the Crom I was thinking of? What Crom? I guess we have a horse bow. I do think Algrist is the better unit overall, but it will be nice. Fogado can get to the ballista in chapter 8, turn 1. I guess I should make a vote. Who gets this Master Seal? Because they both want it. And they're both units I want to use long term. And they would both greatly benefit from the Chapter 7 Master Seal. So, that'll be going until the end of the chapter. Let me make sure everyone has stuff in their inventory that I want them to have. Yeah, I think this is good. Store all. Store all. Okay. Bum bum bum.
We must deal with them quickly and return to the castle. There's not a moment to spare.
Of course, Prince Alchrist. Leave it to us.
I wager we'll be back in time for dinner.
Oh god, that does not sound good coming out of Pandreo. I don't like it.
I will protect you both.
so brave.
Maybe it's because in my current vanilla playthrough,
It's
I'm
really
so
my
used to
job protect
Pandreo
you.
just oh, wolf packing it up.
Oh, Chris, don't be ridiculous. You're an archer. You should be at the rear.
Hang on, Citrine. You should also be in the back.
You two.
Looks like it's starting. To your positions, everyone.
Oh,
Absolutely.
Wait, why doesn't she have... I thought she had Lucina. Does that come later in the map?
Prince Alchrist, Citrine, stay back. I'll handle this.
Pandreo's the furry character? Marin exists, though. Yo, I thought I had tutorials turned off. Yeah, tutorials is off. Why did I get the Smash Weapon tutorial? Turn 1 after a cutscene. Okay, I was worried that the reverse recruitment mod did something to fuck it up. That's like, my biggest fear is that I fucked something up in the ROM hack. Because like, this stream also halfway serves as a test of it, because it's going to be the first time I've played through all the way. But I've tested portions of it. Because I did a significant... Yeah, I think we smash here, right? Because Citrine, because this is Pandreo who doesn't have any range anymore, I can't do smash and then hit with magic. Fuck, this is...
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, we'll ignore that problem for now and just have Hortensia cook this guy. I mean, so here's the thing, anyone who goes Wolf Knight gets a tail. Because, like, I have Zelkov as a Wolf Knight in my current, playthrough.
All right.
And they all get tails.
Tis I.
Oh, we'll just have Panette do it. Bum, bum, bum. And she hit. Don't tell me that axe fighters have a skill issue. They just need to simply be Panette.
if I may.
Ignore the fact she missed an 80.
Does it?
Okay, we go here.
Bring it on.
Shall we dance?
These holes here always throw me off because I think like, oh, I can go down the middle, but no, you can't. It's not unless you're a flyer. I think we give
Let's go.
our boosts to Rosado and Hortensia in case they end up enemy facing, and then everyone else just sort of goes forward.
I'm honored.
Yeah, here's the, okay.
We've had such a wonderful time playing.
But yeah, if you are interested in a reverse recruitment run that does replace the bosses, I'm fairly certain the other RR patch, the one that factors in Alir, also does that. I have not played it myself, so I don't know for sure. I personally, my philosophy when it comes to reverse recruitment is if a playable character shows up as a non-recruitable boss, I don't replace them. I think that they are like an integral part of the map or whatever. It's only when they're recruitable I replace them. So like Lyndon, for example, is replaced because he's recruitable as a red unit. But Hortensia and Mavier and Vale, when you fight them, are still Hortensia, Mavier, and Vale. I try to maintain everything I can about the map other than just the recruited units. Oh, right, she doesn't have a javelin because she's replacing Lapis, who doesn't have 2 range. What if? That's so much fucking damage. I mean, it's a great axe. That's why, though. Mavier being replaced by Klon would be really funny, though. I think he is. Or do you mean as a boss? I think he is in my recruitment order. Because he's the Jagan in the recruitment order that factors in Alir. But Mavier's Klon and Saphir is from, I'm pretty sure. I may eventually make one that replaces them as bosses as, like, an option, right? But here's the thing, is also, I'm working on a couple of other mods right now. The biggest one I'm working on right now is reverse recruitment. I want to be the first person to create a reverse recruitment patch. Because it's sort of like my brand, is RR. I'm not the only person whose brand is that, though. There's a lot of other RR tubers. But I have... RR in this game is actually harder to make than in other games, because characters' stats are auto-leveled. So I have to basically play an entire playthrough. That's why I'm staggering saves, so I can look at each chapter, figure out what I need to do to adjust the auto levels to be appropriate, and then do that. So that's why I'm trying to stagger all of my saves, so that I just, like, have fresh stuff. Ba-da-da. Bum, ba-da-dum. You already made the RR patch, though? Yeah, this patch, it's actually available to download. It's on Game Banana, and it's on Game Banana, and it's on my Discord. Both of which should be linked in the description. Are you talking about 0%? Oh, yeah, no, I'm making... Yeah, 0%, sorry. I'm sorry, I think I said RR when I meant 0%. I'm working on a 0% patch, and I've almost got it. The only thing that I need is... So I've done all of the late game characters other than Vale I've made sure are appropriate. Everyone who joins after Chapter 11, other than Vale. And so now I'm working on the early game, and I did the Chapter 3 squad. I haven't done Chapter 2 yet, Quan and From. I haven't adjusted them, but that's going to be fairly trivial too. I adjusted Alfred's squad. I need to adjust Celine's squad. I need to adjust, I forgot to make a staggered save for the Anna Paralog, so I have to play through Chapter 6 again to get another Anna Paralog save. If people could remind me to make staggered saves after every chapter I clear that has new units, that would be super helpful, but obviously don't feel obligated. Let's... Pew pew pew!
I'm sorry.
Bum bum bum. Did you get your full SP? No, it was a weak great sacrifice. We'll do this. Bum bum bada bum bada bum ba ba bum. God, Panette Martha actually looks really cool. I actually really like it. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum ba-dum bum.
I must focus.
Bum. We do this.
I will protect you.
You can bonk him. But yeah, I am almost done with my 0% patch. There's just a few early game units I need to do. To wipe you out. We'll set you up as a kill for Rosado. A lot of Rosado fans in chat, it would seem. I mean, to be expected. But Panette Gaming is fun too. I'm having a lot of fun with her. It's like the first time using her. I say the first time, it's my third playthrough, so, you know, it's to be expected that there's a lot of units you don't use in the first couple of playthroughs. I did use her in my first playthrough. She was just kind of disappointing, and so as a result, I ended up benching her eventually. But I have heard from several people that she's actually really good, and I believe them. Especially because almost everyone who said she's good is significantly better at Fire Emblem than me. Rosado always deserves the resources. I mean, that is true. That is true. Bum bum ba-dum. Bum bum ba-dum.
Cuteness combined.
Cuteness combined! I think we just claw this guy to death. Bum ba-da-bum ba-da-bum ba-da-bum. Bum ba-da-bum ba-da-bum
We'll be together
ba-da-bum.
forever.
Ba-da-da-da-da-dum. I think I'm clearing this map too efficiently. I want to slow down because I want to get more experience onto my Sadal. Oh, World Tree! Bum ba-da-bum 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 ba-da-bum. Who's actually better right now defensively? Tamara or Saphir? Because Tamara's like whole thing. Jesus Christ, it's close. Like, I'm probably gonna use Tamara, but like Saphir is so fun. I mean, I can just use both, but like deployments, let's say otherwise. Who hasn't moved yet? Oh, Tamara. We'll just go there. Okay, I think what we do, because how much do we need on you? We need another 50 experience on him.
It was foretold.
Can he, like, kill someone? Yeah, he can kill someone with Shine. That's pretty good. That seems pretty good. Dancer combat.
Death is in the cards. Hope is on our side.
That was 2 SP? Are you fucking kidding me? I mean, he's level 16, but still. You ding-dong. Okay, we'll be able to get another great sacrifice off soon. It would have just made more sense for me to use him as a support unit than, like, to do a dance or something than to, feed him a kill. Ba-da-da-dum. Bum bum bada bum 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 bada bum bada bum bada bum bum bada bum. Okay.
With pride.
I love Marin.
Farewell to you.
Farewell to you.
Please protect us.
Okay, I think what we do is...
Tiki.
Oh wait, what? Oh right, it's like a bond thing, right? What does the bond thing do for Tiki and Mars? I guess we'll find out. Used to grant one ally resigns. If the ally is not synced, fully restore HP. If the ally is synced, +3 to engage meter. If the ally is engaged, restore engage turns. Okay, that was actually baller. I don't think we're gonna get attacked, though, because I think they have group AI. Hello! Are you the one person who voted for Panette? I think more than one person has voted for Panette, but, like, Rosato is winning in a landslide. Which I feel bad for the Panette fans. Hortensia attacks when you get within 6 spaces. Oh, hey! It's Latronc! That's the person who made the other reverse recruitment patch that I keep talking about. That is the one that actually factors a Lear into the recruitment order, which is very hard to do. Or at the very least, like, it's more complicated than I felt like dealing with. So, again, if you want one that swaps a Lear, that's who to check out and thank for it. Hopefully I'm pronouncing their name correctly. That's an L, right? Not a lowercase I? I'm bad at telling those apart. But, okay, we'll go ahead and give you some great sacrifice ability. It has so many pronunciations, all are correct. That's valid. We'll go ahead and also... I'm gonna do the Storm's Eye thingy-mabobber. I've never used this. I've literally only played, I haven't played that much since the DLC has come out, because it's mostly been me, I've mostly been playing through a normal casual so that I can look at, to make sure I did my math right for my 0% growths mod. So I haven't played, like, legitimately. I mean, that's the wrong word, because it makes it sound like it's not legitimate to play a normal casual. I haven't played the sort of playthroughs I usually like, since the DLC Wave 2 came out, because I've been hyper-focused on getting the math right for my 0% playthrough, and testing that, and looking and being like... Because for those who don't know, all these units are auto-leveled, using their personal growths, rather than... So, like, if you want to set their bases, you just set, like, the offset value, and then they get auto-leveled, which means that setting everyone's growths to 0, like, fucks with their bases. So if you want to do a 0% growths run, you have to also change all their bases, but you can't just change them to their normal bases. You have to, like... It's one of the reasons why people were saying that Vander's speed base was -7. It's because internally he has -7 speed before he gets his auto levels.
You got an emblem ring? Better cough it up. I challenge my fate.
What is it with the Illusians and giving physical emblems to magical units? We get this with Hortensia, and then we get this with Ivy as well. And Ivy gets Lynn as well. Like, Hortensia gets Lucina, and then Ivy gets Leaf, who Leaf's adaptable is so bad on magical units. Because it'll be like, Arm Shield exists, therefore we want to be at Weapon Triangle advantage, therefore use this Master Lance that you deal 0 damage with instead of the Elfire that you kill them with. Have fun dying to a smash weapon. So, like, why would they put Leaf on Ivy? And then, like, Lynn on Ivy is at least justifiable because she struggles with speed. You say that's the saddest all-for-one of all time, but currently, in my normal casual run-through to try to, just clear 0% in order to test the math and stuff, I have, on multiple occasions, all-for-one with a Lear, with no one joining in as a chain attack. And also a Lear is currently at their joining bases. Like, that's the joke that normal casual is to just go through. is I've done no optimization. Chapter 17 was like the first time I actually did preps. Yeah, I guess we'll Wolfbeal here. I want to kill Rosado with Rosado. So how do we do that? Because I think you... Oh, wait, no, you set up for Rosado to kill Rosado. I want to show Peg Rosado supremacy.
Now I've done it.
Boom. This actually makes me think of,
I have to retreat.
someone else, Fuzzwas, is playing a hack of Conquest, where the recruitable cast are replaced by their birthright equivalents, and they've been intentionally going out of the way to have them kill their clones. It's very funny. It makes me think of that.
Allow me.
Me too.
Alright, no other droppables here, right? So I can just fire off a Great Sacrifice for the experience, and then... I don't think this will be enough to get to 100, but with the arena it should be, and then I can get Canter on him. Yeah. It's because Great Sacrifice scales based on how much healing you're doing, and my units are too good, they don't need the healing. Alright, who's currently winning? Rosado's currently winning, which means we can get the kill with, I guess, Alir, probably? And then promote Rosado.
Return the ring. No way! I'm the one who's after the rings. We could have done this the easy way, but no! You had to be stubborn.
I'm stubborn.
Excuse me.
Not done yet.
Still kicking.
Oh,
I like how marrying Rosado gives you the info daily life of Rosado saying that Rosado calls the Divine Dragon cute daily. I relate to that.
I won't let Father down.
I like being called cute daily by my partner. So I relate to. I like that. Also, Marin was MVP. I guess she did do that override, and she got a couple of kills very early on. I still have no idea how the game calculates MVPs. If anyone knows how the game calculates MVPs, let me know, because I'm sure there's a logic to it, but I just don't know what it is. Bum bum. Race obtained. It's damage taken? Is that it? Is that the only thing factored in? Alright, do we have any dogs? You're an eagle. You're a cat. Bullshit, I don't know how to raise a cat. I've got 5 of them. Pigeon. We'll go to the Somniel. I've heard people swear by All for One, but I think it's like sort of style over substance. You can deal a lot of damage with it. But is it like I think it's probably the worst of the engage attacks. It's still powerful, but like I'd much rather have like Twin Strike, and even Twin Strike is like the effective damage part is what makes it good. Or like Override is a nice AoE to get. I feel like All for One. Hey, Goldberry. I feel like All for One is... It looks nice, and it's a great way to get memes of, like, 17 chain attacks or whatever. It's not strong enough for the amount of setup it requires. Yeah. Especially because... So, like, backups get the 100% hit chain attacks, which is actually pretty good because you can have that reliable. But, that means you're losing out on what I think is Lucina's best feature, the ability to give chain attacks to units that are not backups. Like, if you put Lucina on a backup, it feels like that's a huge, 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 opportunity cost. Okay, they're not for sale. I think they're for sale after the next, chapter. But, ooh, it's close. It's close, but Rosado wins. Rigged. So let's go. And now he has his default outfit. Literally, your first bond ring was May S. I had May S on Lyndon in my first playthrough. In the endgame. Big Hurdy Lyndon. I had him hitting people with Big Hurdy Lightning. I think that obviously, like, Dire Thunder would be better because Lyndon also kind of wants to use Thunder as opposed to Thoron. But I didn't have that. I didn't have access to it. Oh yeah, I can use Recreation now. Okay. Yeah, no. I also didn't know about it. Bum ba da bum ba da bum. Are Rosetta stats better than the vanilla ones? I think so. Let's take a look. Yes. Basically across the board it looks like. But that's because also so I also gave him every stat booster I've gotten. So that's part of it. Isn't backup units +1 range for All for One? No, backup units All for One means that the hits have 100% accuracy. The chain attack hits have 100% accuracy as opposed to 80. 100% hit is Covert or Dragon. I might be getting them mixed up. That's a very real possibility. 100% is Dragon, 100% is Covert. Okay, so I am getting them mixed up. So then backup is +1 range? Yeah, +1 range. Well, I think that's probably better than the 100% hit, but I still don't know if it's worth the trade-off of... I still don't think it's worth the trade-off of not having Lucina on a non-backup unit, just to give yourself an extra backup. I personally, and I don't know if this is like meta or anything, I personally like Wolf Knight Lucina because then you can get poison from chain attacks. Bum, ba-da-bum. Alright, hopefully this will be enough to get him Canter.
I'm Cedar. Let's begin.
I'm Celica. Are you
Oh,
my opponent?
he's dead. Oh yeah, we gotta look at the outfit swaps. The new outfit swaps. Tamara, Fagato, and... no, we already had Marin. Tamara, Fagato... Who is the other... Oh, Pandreo! Pandreo. He also has Tiki. You know, people keep saying that. He's gotten 2 Tiki level ups. Like, don't get me wrong, the Star Sphere will,
I'm Fogata, Psalm's very own prince.
The Star Sphere will make a huge difference. You don't think what's true? The Star Sphere will make a huge difference over time, but only 2 level ups worth is not, like... I think the bigger deal is the stat boosters I've given him.
You're strong. I can learn a lot from you.
My hard work is rewarded.
You forget the specifics. Specifics of what? He's getting the passive stat boosts from
I'm Cedar. Let's begin.
from Tiki.
I am
But those are displayed as the pluses. But as far as the Star Sphere is concerned, which is like why whoever has Tiki tends to have better stats, that's only been 2 level ups so far. Which, like, it makes a difference. 15% is like not nothing.
A well-earned victory.
Just short. Oh, I want Canter. I want it so bad. Okay, who we got? Pandreo's there, and Fagato's there, so we can go there first. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Oh, hello. Bum ba da bum ba da bum. Ba ba dum bum bum ba da bum ba da ba. Who do we want to meal up? Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Yeah, we'll do fruit pie, why not?
I'll prepare the offering. Just one moment.
Tiki just seems busted in general. I do think she's the strongest emblem ring. Or emblem bracelet, rather. But I haven't looked at Camilla or Soren yet. I haven't gotten them. So, like, they could easily be better. Ooh, you are correct. Tamara does look really good in that outfit. What's up, Slender Chloe? What's up, Marin? Yeah, the necks end up being either really, really short, like with Rosato over here, or really, really long, is what I've noticed. Who can Panette spend some time with? Marin, sure. Super tired? Yeah, you're probably jet lagged. What neck? I don't see a neck. Yeah, Rosado doesn't have a neck anymore. Rosado doesn't get a neck anymore. Alright, like I said, I want the Master Shield from Chapter 8 as well, and then we will do the Divine Paralogs, the Camilla and Soren ones that I have left. Not sure if it'll be this stream or next stream. But we're going to do Chapter 8 next, because Panette needs that Master Seal too. The balance patch to remove Rosado's neck was too powerful.
We're here.
Brodia Castle. I'm gonna let a little bit of this play out while I eat cereal so that you can see, like, the voices and models and stuff.
Thank goodness. The attack hasn't begun.
Wait, there's someone in front of the gate. He doesn't look like a guard.
Is it an enemy soldier? No, that's Diamant. He must have come out to greet us.
I've been waiting for you, Divine One. I greet you as the Crown Prince of Brodia. I'm Diamant.
For this particular recruitment order, the midpoint is Ivy. However, if you include Anna and John and Alir, it does switch it.
I'm honored to finally meet the legend in person.
It's a pleasure, Prince Diamant.
And Prince Alfred, welcome. Queen Ev's letter explained your situation. Thanks for coming all this way. It's good to see you.
Likewise. I'm sorry it took a war for us to meet again after all this time.
Oh.
Yeah, believe it or not, swapping Bunet and Diamant actually works really well because they're both sword axe units.
I bear ill news, however. Elusian forces attacked us at the Grand Crossing.
Is that right?
A battalion led by Princess Hortensia. We fought her off, but she said something troubling. The Crown Princess intends to assault Brodia Castle. If they're after our emblem ring, we may be on course for a dangerous confrontation.
We'll have to prepare our defenses. Thanks for the warning, Alchrist. Come. Father will want to hear about this.
Why do you all look so tense?
Father, you were supposed to be waiting inside.
Yes, I know.
Am I the only one who finds it incredibly funny that the emblems always T-pose in their initial summons?
I'm Roy. If you're summoning me, that can only mean war has begun.
There was a person in there?
How about that?
Princess Ivy.
My queen.
I will now take your lives, your souls, and the rings.
I underestimated how far you could get into Brodian territory, Princess Ivy.
My soldiers are on the way. Now, I will give you a chance to surrender before they arrive.
Oh, I'm itching for that fight.
Father, go back to the castle.
What? Why?
If something happened to you, our country would be devastated. Please, leave this to us.
Right. Why should the king...
Oh, true. I didn't even think of that. Who is Alpaca Man's replacement? You'll see. You'll see. All will be revealed in time. Oh, okay. Who do I want to... I need to bench someone to fit Fogata, right? The thing is, like... Who do I want to bench? Alright, I need to give Sidal back his Micaiah. Okay. I think it's finally time... I'd say it's finally time to bench Vale, but, like, she's keeping up. But I want Fogata for the Ballista. And then we give Hortensia... Celica?
Yes.
And... Fogado... Edelgard?
Edelgard!
And then Mavier can take... Sharina? He looks so weird doing it in heavy armor. Because now I believe Fogado can reach the Ballista turn 1, right? Yeah, he can. So that's why I wanted him. I think we swap her in a Y'all. Vale is always 12th unit status. Always worse than your core team, but better than your bench filler. Seems like that's true in RR. To be fair, in RR, I made her level 1 when theoretically she should have been level 15. I felt like she was too strong at 15. I'm reconsidering that just with this playthrough. She's very squishy, but hits very hard. I wanted her to fill the Jagan role. I think this is good. Oh, I gotta put a lance on... I forgot to put a lance on Rosada. Tamara's 13 strength, 15 defense, and 14 speed versus Mavier's 12, 14, 11. Tamara might just be better than Mavier, right? What's storm size bonus for backups? Crit plus 20, right? I'll give her Sharina. And in her inventory, we want to give her a Jav, probably. And like I said, silvers are off the table until they're available in the store. It's just how I'm using them for this playthrough. This is probably good. Because we got swords over here, which is why I wanted to lance on Rosado. I think this is good. I'll stagger the save.
Finally! Horsey, you stopped! Where were you taking me? Huh? Wait, is this the castle?
Is that Prince Diamant? What are Illusion soldiers doing here?
Horsey, no! Horsey, no!
Weren't you out fighting beasts?
I was, but then Horsey got spooked and wouldn't listen to me. I kept getting tossed around on its back, and next thing I know, here I am.
He's riding a Monty Python style
You
horse.
end up in these strange situations, but this time it works in our favor. I was just wishing you were here.
Maybe Horsey sensed this danger. That's so clever of you.
Ready to defend the castle together?
I was born ready.
I needed to let that entire scene play out. So, I ran into the weird situation of, like, the only Smash Dagger is the S-rank one. So I give him a Stiletto and a Steel Dagger, because that's what he joins with, like, his actual inventory. I don't know.
All right.
Oh, getting the Ballista turn 1 was pointless because there's no flyers in range. Fuck. Fugata, that was your one job.
Your orders?
Are you both... Okay, they're both one range, so we can do the Stiletto. One range knives are so fucking weird, though, to use. I find that I never actually run out of ballista shots in this chapter. Maybe because I'm not playing on Maddening. So I'll just fire it off anyway. Also, shoutouts to ballista animations being a thing again. I miss those so much.
Tell me what to do.
Bum ba-dum. Ba-dum ba-dum.
How mysterious.
Ba-dum ba-bum.
Anything for you.
Oh, I'm one short of where I want to be.
There is nothing to fear.
And charge! Bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba bum. And we get him the fortified defense as well.
Together we will.
Oh God, Brunei is like such. He feels like such a nothing unit, but those stats are actually pretty good. Holy shit, he has 40 HP. Oh, 5 of that's from Roy.
My turn.
Dun 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 dun. No damage. Roy also sounds too old. Yeah, canonically he's a child. Child Soldier Emblem.
We will not.
He is a member of Child Soldier Emblem. That's true.
These enemies.
Our castle has a ballista.
We've already used the ballista. I mean, it's almost as if they didn't intend us to have a Fugado in this chapter. The defend maps in Engage are so weird, because there's only 2 of them. The Micaiah map and the, this one. And neither of them does it feel like the enemy reaching the defense point is ever actually a threat. Like, these pegs technically could, because they do ignore your units, but it just feels like it's not gonna happen. Technically, you could have promoted Etienne to Bow Knight by now. Does she have a proficiency where she can go Bow Knight? Because... Oh no, you can train them. Right, because I was going to say, you can't second seal. But you can give her... I guess they knew no one was going to use Etienne. They just knew no one was going to use Etienne.
I've had enough. What'd you think?
You used Etienne? I don't believe you. That's a joke, I do. That was a joke.
If this love is a crime...
God, Marin is so fucking gay. And we love her for it. Bum, ba, ba, dum. Bum, ba, dum, bum. Oh, that's a Sigurd line? If this love is a crime? Oh, considering he's from Incest Emblem, that gives it new context. How do you do against just the one? Yeah, you're fine against just the one. It's about Deirdre. That's, yeah. That's valid. But, I mean, the association, though. Oh, right, I forgot Zelkov hasn't moved yet. That's the problem with Zelkov, is I always think he's already moved. Yeah, I know they say... So they do both, I believe. Sometimes they'll do their own lines, and sometimes they'll do the engaged lines. Which I think is nice. I like the engaged lines. They're a nice touch. I'm so surprised. We'll be more surprised because there's actually 2. This is the one that I made. And then there's a second one that Latrac made that includes Alir in the recruitment order and also places Jean and Anna in the recruitment order. Because I just swapped them with each other. I didn't include them in the recruitment order. So there's 2 different reverse recruitment. Fuck. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Fuck. You know, this is usually what happens to Amber in my vanilla playthroughs as well.
Is to be my grave, not such a terrible place to rest.
Chain attack be like...
Please, protect us.
Should we save Zelkov or should we leave him dead? Because, like, I have the time crystal. Yeah, he was one of the last people to move. We can save him. It's fine. Yeah, he's one of the better units in vanilla. I'm assuming that'll maintain true for RR. And we won't get Yunaka until chapter 13. And then Marin started, you know, not as a cav. So, like, Wolf, or not, Dagger Access is going to be harder to get. Although, I want to make Panette into a Wolf Knight eventually, because she has inherent Dagger Access. Bum bum ba-dum ba-dum ba ba-da-bum ba-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-bum. Ba-da-bum.
If this love is a crime,
what tools did you use to make this mod? Let me go ahead and give me a second. I will post a link to the tutorial, but basically just Notepad. Sections, tutorials. Ba ba bum bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum ba da bum. That is a good way to get started if you want to get into ROM hacking for Engage specifically. It is simultaneously simpler and more complicated than other Fire Emblems. Simpler in that, like, if you know what you're doing, it's a lot more straightforward, but more complicated as in there's no tools yet. It was made in Unity, so if you've ever done work with Unity, you can probably figure out most of it, if not all of it.
is that a rare
But there's no tools like FE Builder is a good one for GBA. Nightmare is good for some of the older Fire Emblems. There's some good editing tools for Fates and Awakening that I've used that I can't remember the names of. There's no calves on this map. Why did I give her a fucking Rider's Bane? I'm an idiot. But yeah, there's no tools available at the moment. So it's more just, if you have used or are able to figure out Unity, that's the biggest sort of will be helpful situation. There we go! Canter time! Boom! How do we want to... I guess we go here, items, javelin. Ba-dum, bum, ba-da-bum, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay, so we can bonk this guy and then canter away.
Please protect us.
Bum, ba-da-bum, 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 ba-da. Bum bum ba bum ba ba bum bum ba bum bum ba bum ba ba just stab this guy. These guys aren't aggressive, so, because I could engage and get the Lance Reaver, but then I would be in a very similar problem of, the Axe guy messing with me. So I think what I do is grab a Vulnerary. There we go. That's super fair. I didn't know this game was made in Unity. We need more experience with Unity anyway. Yeah, I mean, so, like, I've just been using Notepad, which comes by default on the computer. Basically, you just need to be able to... I have very little experience working with code, but it's pretty easy to figure out, because a lot of the stuff is labeled in ways that are either extremely clear or pretty easy to intuit.
With this emblem's strength and my own, there will be no defeating me.
Like, for example, things are labeled as, like, grow HP, grow strength, grow quick, which is speed.
Now, or my duty demands you be destroyed.
Nothing personnel, kid. I didn't know you could bait Ivy that early, but I'm into it. Because neither of her retainers drops anything, right? Where's Kagetsu? Oh, here he is. Yeah, that's an adaptable moment right there.
We'll be together forever.
Yeah, I can't do Zelkov v Zelkov, unfortunately. He's just too far away. Ba-da-da-da-da, ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. I think I'm pretty damn close to getting the kill with Fagato, too.
How do I look?
Boom. There we go. Okay. So now we just get as much experience as we can this turn. Since we know we have a free 100% guaranteed boss kill. Where you at? Stabby, stabby!
Allow me!
Such ephemeral life.
Bonk. Ba-da-ba-da. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Ba-ba-da-ba. Panette can't do anything this turn. Oh, she can get dance and she can get a kill. Lodestar Rush.
My prayers are with you.
8x8! I'm having so much fun with this unit.
Won't let you do what you want.
I'm so glad I'm using her.
I'll help.
There we go. That's nice for Rayla. You can't get a kill, can you? Yeah, neither. So we can just do this. Oh wait, actually, we could if we. I think. Can I get an extra 4 out of momentum? It's 1, 2 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, okay, we can. Momentum time.
I won, my princess.
Boom. Everyone working together. I really like how Hortensia looks engaged with Celica as well. I think the pink hair works I mean, it's not that different from her normal hair. Like, it's just solid. But I think it works really well. I also like the fact that I killed Ivy with her sister. Oh, I forgot to donate to Brodia.
We recovered the ring, but the emblem is tainted with Fell Dragon energy.
Rip my forging materials. So here's a question. Here's a spicy question.
I am Leaf.
Who do you think is the worst emblem?
Arms again. I will do what I can to retrieve that which has been stolen.
Thank you, Leaf. How could
I think it's Celica. I think Celica's worst.
It's over, Princess Ivy.
Oh,
surrender.
My girlfriend is using my Xbox account and got an achievement. Leaf is pretty bad. I agree, Leaf is pretty bad. Echo is useful at least. Is it? I feel like when it's not on a dragon, which in vanilla you're not going to have a magical focus dragon, Echo is kind of just bad. Echo feels like it would be much better in a game where the enemies were lower quality. Because the fact that enemies are so high quality means oftentimes you're not in situations where you want to attack two separate enemies. I have found very few situations where Echo is useful. Celica is really useful in the early game, but falls off when you get her back. Yeah, that was my experience too. I think because there's oftentimes more bosses and more revival crystals to deal with, it becomes harder to use Celica to secure boss kills. I like standing on the ballista. How much time do we have? It's 2:30.
We'll return soon. I leave Brodia Castle in the Royal
I'm gonna do one paralog.
You can count on us. Done a fine job protecting it all these years, haven't we? We won't start slacking off just because you're not around.
Excellent. And when we return, you'll be treated to a victory feast.
Looking forward to it. See you soon, Your Majesty.
Strong of body, strong of heart.
All right, time to head out.
Here we go.
They're wrapping up their goodbyes.
Yes. On to the border.
Lyndon, you're dead. You've been dead for ages. Lyndon, why are you here?
All right, it's time for our daily singing practice. Today we'll run through the princess's latest composition, Expect a Trifecta. We need to have a performance ready in time for our next rehearsal with her.
Performance ready, you say?
Yes. Something wrong? You sing down.
In truth, I am. I overheard something that bothered me greatly.
Uh-oh. What was it?
Someone called us the Racket of Sohm.
Oh, the racket is our singing voices, I take it.
That was my understanding as well.
Ouch. Well, growing up, people always told me I was a terrible singer. But the princess praised my singing voice as unique, so guess I thought I improved.
It was the same for me, to the letter.
Suddenly it seems like we've got our work cut out for us.
Perchance we should sing more quietly?
That might be a good idea.
Then let us begin, post-haste. A 1, a 2, a 1, 2, 3.
Okay. Oh, we'll get this one too.
Lady Vale, I found you.
Oh, I didn't know you were looking for me.
I was indeed. Perhaps you don't realize. It is not safe for you to walk through town alone.
Not safe? Why do you say that? This town is full of good people.
Considering what we have done, some of these good people might rightfully want revenge.
If that happens, then I'll apologize. We did truly awful things.
An apology might well not be enough. If something were to happen to you...
I'm not a child. I can take care of myself. Now stop following me.
Wait, please!
No. I have something I need to do. On my own.
There she goes. She has no idea what she is risking.
I think Vander will be fine. I think Vander will be fine. Alright, we got a bond combo too.
Is everyone in your world as cute as you are, Tiki? Even your dragon form's adorable.
Thanks, Rosado. You're sweet.
You have stared at me for some time now. If there is something to say, be out with it.
I'm sorry. I was just observing how you move. Sir Sigurd, you are the epitome of cool.
Alright, let's get Cantor on our dancer. Ba-da-da, ba-da-da, bum, ba-dum, bum, bum, ba-dum, 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 bum, ba-dum, ba-dum. Risotto can also get Cantor now. As can Panette. I already made that, actually. I made that mod. It is available to download on my Discord and on my Game Banana page. Let me go ahead and I'll pull that up real quick so I can pop those links in the chat. Bum bum ba da ba bum ba da ba bum ba da bum bum ba da bum ba 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 da ba da ba da ba. So this is the download on the Game Banana. And this is... Those are the two places you can find the Ring Reverse Recruitment patch. And once again, the Ring Reverse Recruitment patch does not include DLC bracelets, and it doesn't include the other spoilery emblem that you get outside of the DLC. Wait, I thought I got a Master Seal... Oh, is it available in the shop, is what it is? Because I thought you got a Master Seal from Chapter 8, but it might be the shop. I think it's the shop. Ba-da-da. Yeah, it's the shop. Okay.
I thank you.
We'll get a second seal. Well, who would benefit from second sealing right now? No one I've promoted would.
Do come again.
Where are you at? I do eventually want to make Panette into a Wolf Knight. But I would like her to get some levels in Berserker first. Because she, like, I think Wolf Knight is just, like, a better class than Berserker. But Berserker will get her, like, that beefy HP and strength level ups. Oh, right, we gotta manage people's skills, too. Because we gotta put Canter on a bunch of people who don't have it. Because it doesn't auto-get equipped. Again, we go to the arena. Are you playing fixed or random growths? I don't remember, but I think it's random. I don't remember what I selected, though. I think it's random.
Brawling one-on-one is not for the weak of heart.
I am Sigurd. You think to duel me?
Sigurd, you're at weapon triangle disadvantage. You're gonna lose.
How vexing.
I'm so sorry. Are you injured? It is a great privilege to meet the esteemed knight, Sir Sigurd. I do hope I may be of service.
Esteemed. No need for such formality. I am among equals. We fight together.
Dex percent. Honestly, she gets the secret book. And probably the spirit dust. Like, so here's the thing, right? Is like Hortensia is not a combat unit. I kind of want to save the spirit dust for Ivy, who I will be using because she's my queen. Yeah, I think I want to save the spirit just for Ivy, honestly. Hortensia would benefit from it, but I think Ivy benefits from it more. Okay, who are we sending through the arena, though? Probably Rosado.
It's your favorite Illusion retainer, Rosado.
Prepare to be awestruck.
Oh, look, it's the retainers fighting each other.
Victory
I think it's pretty clear which one is better. Oh, they have a conversation available, though.
Hey, Goldmary, could you teach me how to cook?
I could, but why the sudden interest?
I've been thinking. When it comes to cuteness, I'm obviously miles ahead of you.
Excuse me?
But you're still better than me at a lot of things. And cooking is one of your many talents. So I figure, if I really want to compete with you, I should learn. How hard could it be?
Sorry, but I'm still not past the part where you said you're miles ahead of me in cuteness.
Really? Well, we can come back to that another day. The important thing is I want to learn to cook, and I want you to teach me. What do you say?
Not the most flattering way to ask for a favor. But since we're friends... Alright, I'll teach you.
Yes! Thanks, Gold Mary! Soon I'll be adorable and multi-talented.
I suppose we'll see.
Well, I guess I can do... I didn't make one of these. How do I make a card? Yeah, I know. My favorite character is Rosado. And my comment is eager to Rosado. My favorite map. Oh, the seashore one isn't available. I mean, chapter 17 is the best map, but... And my background is Somniel. And where's the... How do you get a... How do I make not Alir be the face? Why is Alir the face? Oh, icon. Okay. The fuck? I have no Rosado icon? Rigged. Close enough. Stamps. No Rosado stamp either. Rip. Okay, I don't care about that stuff anymore. There was no Rosado, so I don't care. No Rosado, so I don't care. Yeah, I know, because I didn't get the Seashore chapter where he officially gets recruited. I should have also altered the stamp file for RR, but I didn't because lazy. What's up, Hortensia? Start cooking.
I know what I'm doing. Should I measure? Nah, I'm sure it's fine. Here it is.
Quite a pleasant flavor. Delicious. I kind of like their outfits. Those are the only two new units we got, so those are the only outfits to check out. I gotta grab dogs. Alright, so it looks like... Oh, I was gonna say it looks like Camilla is winning, but it's a tie again. Someone else voted. Alright, it looks like it's a tie then. Which means... Oh no, doggo, no. I'm gonna flip a coin. Is how we're gonna decide. After I get out the mining materials. Actually, we won't flip a coin. Here's what we'll do. Here is the method. Bum, ba-da-ba-dum. Do we have any standards left? We do. Okay. I'm gonna send Rosado into the... Or no, that's too rigged. That's too rigged. I'm gonna send... Who's someone I can send who's decent but not overwhelming? Is it Bunet or Zelkov? I'm gonna send Bunet into the arena. And if Bunet wins, then we go to Soren. And if Bunet loses, then we go to Camilla. I do need to give him a bond ring though, so he gets SP. So I feel like that's a good 50-50, right? So if Bunet wins, we go Soren.
I am Bunet, Royal Soldier of Solm.
I am Penette, Royal Soldier of Solm.
Wow, they really do just have the same battle cry. I guess we're going Camilla. I guess we're going Camilla. Whoops. Rigged. Oh my god. Fucking... I can't win. I can't win. Rigged. We have to go... Emblem... Penette's gotta fight Sigurd, right? No, Penette has already got the bond she needs with Sigurd. Okay. Oh, this is like... Okay, we have a bond ring on Rosado. Standard Rosado. He'll get his last majigger.
Right, I'll do my best.
I am the chef, Bunet. Please, go easy.
Look at how bad fucking Bunet is. Oh my god.
Victory for the cutest.
Okay, alright, we gotta go put Cantor on Penette. Bum bum ba dum bum 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 ba dum. And then we gotta equip it because it's not auto-equipped even though she doesn't have 2 skills, which is so weird to me. Like it's just a little bit frustrating. And Camilla's the only one we're gonna have time for today, especially if it's as laggy as people say. And to clarify, I have never played the Camilla map before. This is my first time playing the map, so it's, you know, reverse recruitment, first time playing it. Interesting. IMO. That's some content.
This place is rather dark. It's scary, isn't it?
Even if there is a bracelet here, it might be hard to find.
Wait, I think I see it over there.
Says it'll be hard to find, immediately finds it.
Alright, I'll summon the emblem. Soar high, emblem of revelation.
You know, some people are mad that she's called the Emblem of Revelation instead of the Emblem of Conquest, but it's a reference to her outfit. Oh my god, they didn't make that her fucking scene. They did not make that her fucking scene. No! No, they did not.
It feels like I've been asleep for ages. Thank you for waking me. I am Camilla, Princess of Nor.
Emblem Camilla, we've come to ask for your help. I'm the Divine Dragon.
I almost can't resist someone who asks for help so sincerely. Almost. I need to think about it, though. Which I promise to do, if you can prove your strength.
You plan to test me, then?
What? Is battle not to your liking? Why, you're as gentle as Ugh. Of course, it can be preferable to reach an agreement with words alone. But sometimes that isn't possible. Sometimes you have to fight, even if it's your own family you're fighting.
What do you mean by that?
My sister was torn between those she was raised with and those she was related to. Even while wrenched between Nor and Hoshido, she showed magnificent resolve. She fought for peace and forged her own path, even though others resented her. Is your resolve as strong as hers? I will not settle for
You're extremely vulnerable to stabbed in the chest.
Myself to anyone, but I am determined. You're welcome to see for yourself.
Well then, I assume that means you accept my challenge?
I do.
No hesitation. I like that. Shall we begin?
Okay. Who are we bringing? Fuck off, Benet. I hate you. So first off, Rosado. Like, do we slap Tiki on Rosado and just, like, continue the domination of, like, the best emblem? Or do we... I think we do that.
Leave it to me.
Ba-dum-bum-bum. Ba-dum-bum-bum. Or we could actually...
Roy, to victory!
Slap Roy on him. Nah.
Tiki.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. That's how I feel about that. I'll give Roy to Sadal for holdout on Dancer. I think that can be good. Plus 10 crit during combat, right? Ooh, what do you get? You get plus 20 of Void, and foes made...
Leaf. I am ready.
That's a reference to Capture, isn't it? That's funny. Camilla confuses me because she's clearly sexual. Yes, she's creepy and uncomfortable to be around. Yeah, it is a little bit weird. It is a little bit, I don't really know why what they're going for with that. Ba-rum-bum-bum. Ba-rum-bum-bum. Okay, so we snag a mend and a heal. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Boom-bum-bum. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum. Is Camilla gonna do the thing she does in the Birthright chapter where she destroys the barricades? Probably. Probably. Let's take a look at her as well. I saw her as a boss at one point, but then I like sort of noped out. So she has Dragon Vein. I've heard that she has different Dragon Veins than Corrin, though. Healing tiles that restore HP is just the same as Corrin. Maybe it's different in some way. I know that that's what flyers get from Corrin, though. I've heard that Emblem Camilla gives different dragon veins than Corrin, though. So I don't know if that's how that'll be. Groundswell. After a unit asks or waits and flames miasma are similar to rain effects. Unit clears the effect and recovers 10 HP. Interesting. Detoxify. Cures poison at the start of the turn. Decisive Strike Plus. If a unit initiates combat and lands a critical, deals 10 damage to foe after combat. That feels, I feel like usually you kill when you crit. Not always, but that feels, I don't know. +2 move and can cross terrain as if flying. +1 move if you're already flying. Then that's that, and used to deal damage to foes on certain spaces near a unit and set those spaces on fire. Oh, so it's Blazing Lion, but probably in a different shape. Okay. I think I've got a decent grasp on her. Oh, and look, it's her retainers. That's cute. That's real cute. Okay. I'm not sure why there's ice dragons here, though. Decisive Strike may be the worst skill in the game. Adaptable exists, though. I've heard people praise Adaptable. Maybe I'm just, like, not getting it. But it just feels so bad. Like, Adaptable can sometimes do good things, but the way that it prioritizes what to do feels really out of whack. Yeah, I think this is how we want to do this. Prioritizing... It can be used as an avoid booster for covert units. True. Although, so here's the thing about, like, avoid stacking with coverts. Oh, hello. Yeah, so she is doing that.
Flying enemies the upper hand. We better be on our guard.
Okay, so only flyers can cross those. Right? Yeah. But this is no one. Okay. So she's reducing it from no one to flyers only. Okay, I can dig that.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
You are a sword user?
I've got this.
Nice. Nice.
Yes.
How cute am I?
The stage is mine.
Wait, can you you can't, okay. I know it's generally not good to be super defensive, but I think early on it's probably fine-ish. Plus, I'm being aggressive with Pinette and Marin.
If this love is a crime...
Yeah, I'll do this. And Dance Saruni.
I can handle it.
Set me
Like, I want to advance a little bit, but I don't have that much room to maneuver from this starting spot. They should just let you pick your own weapon before each combat with Adaptable. Yeah, I don't like the way it prioritizes, like, what it chooses to prioritize. oftentimes screws you over. I have seen people get killed because of adaptable. Where they switched from a weapon where they were not doubled to a weapon where they got doubled because it gave them weapon triangle advantage and therefore triggered bondage shield or whatever. But it's like just worse because they weren't getting doubled earlier. My Diamant kept choosing the Wu down. Yeah, I had that happen with, I had Leaf on Ivy to try to get Vantage for a little bit, and she kept choosing Emblem weapons, which, like, is what happens when she's a boss as well. But it was just kind of like... Also, hi, welcome, 5 points. How you doing? It was just kind of like... I feel like adaptable, it's good in theory, but they need to either let you choose or tweak what they use.
What a pain.
I've seen it switch from crit avoid boosting weapons, and then someone dies from a crit because they no longer get the crit avoid. Like, it's cool in theory. It is the based Shadow Dragon enjoyer himself. 5 points.
My goodness, how awful.
He did a playthrough that I recommend everyone watch that's kind of amazing, where he followed the guide of Shadow Dragon, like, to the T. Oh, no, wait, I shouldn't have done that. I should have... Because then, that means I can't do a good run-through. I want to do a good run-through. Boom. You know, Penet killing that guy was so good that I want to see it twice. So we'll go here.
I'll do as you command.
And then override. How much do we do with the Rider's Bane? Yeah, it looks like Rider's Bane is probably... Oh, but that'll put me in weapon triangle disadvantage. I mean, I'm gonna be broken no matter what I use, right? Because of that lance ding dong. We'll use the sword because maybe I can kill the lance ding dong. Yeah, the light brand is useless. I also feel like quadruple attack is by far the worst engage attack. With the exception of, like... I think that, while you can do some fun stuff with... Ooh, okay. While you can do some fun stuff with Lucina's, I think that hers is probably the weakest. Because it's not enough for the amount of positioning you have to set up. When you can do it, it's stronger than Leaf's. And if you are already positioning yourself in such a way that you do it, then it's not a big deal. Full Master Knight, since they didn't use any Thracia mechanics anyway. Yeah, if he just, like, used Master Bow, Nosferatu, and... yeah. It is also kind of frustrating that without the DLC, he's the only way to give knife access to people. Also, I'm confused as to why he doesn't give tome access. Because we have so few people who give tome access. Already use Surge, Surge, Surge. Or Surge, Surge, Fire. How do you do again? Oh, there's a bow unit. So we kill the bow unit, and then just Rosado handles this entire squad, I think.
Victory pose.
Like, this is what happens when you feed a unit all the favoritism. We want to keep him away from the axe guy, because I don't want him to get broken. And then the fire guy is not going to get countered, but it's fine. We can give Hortensia the boost. And I guess Dance Figado. Oh yeah, Micaiah gives daggers, but she gets taken away at the same time that Leaf does. I forgot Micaiah gave daggers. I figure that's either a reference to Soth or Path of Radiance Mages. I'm really glad Soren gives daggers. I was predicting that, and I was hoping that that they would be brave enough to do it. It would have been even funnier if they gave him daggers but not stabs, though. Just say the canon promotion.
Here it comes.
Look at this unit that we poured every stat booster, including the DLC stat boosters, and Tiki into. And an early Master Seal. Camilla and Soren both give tomes, but it's a really high bond level for both. At least it means that... So, like, the problem with tomes as they currently were, right, is no one other than Anna wants to go mage that doesn't already have tome access, right? However, if you wanted to do a fun meme build with a mid-game unit, you have to wait until you get Micaiah back, which is chapter fucking 19? Like, I don't know why Byleth didn't give... Oh, fuck.
I let my guard down.
Well, I guess we're not using Tamara.
I'm sorry, but that's my last fight. I have to lead my people in the...
Rip. I know I have Time Crystal, but I'm not gonna use it.
Dream well.
There's too many units I want to use. If someone dies and they're not, like, such a big deal that I feel like I need to reset for them, I'm not gonna use Time Crystal. This is my pushback against, This is how I make this a permadeathy run. It's not an Iron Man. But, if I don't feel like rewinding, even if I have Time Crystal charges, I just won't do it.
If I may.
I don't know, that's kind of my approach to Time Crystal. Is like, I don't need to do the perfect run. I use it much more in the late game when, like, I have heavily invested into units. But, like, we just got Tamara. And so this is Kaga's way of telling me that we're supposed to use someone else this run. Lance, Fist, Tome. So yeah, you'll be fine there. I think we just want to heal up with you. Yeah, we'll go down. Meanwhile, Rosado can just fucking delete everyone, right? Oh, wow, right, true damage be a thing. And he gets frozen if he gets hit by that. We'll go this way instead. Binding Blade, but good. But bolting is more fun. Wait, who? What about the Binding Blade? That's Roy's Bond level 15 weapon, right? Or do you mean the game Binding Blade?
Here it comes.
Oh, I think Binding Blade is probably the best engage weapon. 1-2 range plus... Yeah, it's kind of hilarious that they gave Binding Blade +5 to both defenses, and then they just told the Tierfing, sorry, you only get +5 to physical. Alright, swords...
Understood.
You're all... Oh, you're a sword user. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can't reach Panette, though. So we'll just go bonkers Panette. Sorry, I didn't see your comment about the Binding Blade because it was focused on Tamara fucking dying. We'll go... We'll just wait here because of not wanting to get broken. I think Saphir can... Oh, wait, no, she can't because break is a thing. Zelkov... I mean, I guess I could have Marin go back, right? And she can engage. And then she'll have the Horse Slayer as well. Or the Rider's Bane, rather. Fagato, you can just shoot this guy. Oh, look, he can use Claude's Gambit, because everyone says he's, like, Claude, but different. Like, he's, like, inspired by Claude or whatever. So, yeah, we'll use Claude's Gambit. I get it. He's, like, a charming, dark-skinned bow user. Like, I see the comparison. He's like Claude, but even more dark-skinned. I love how the entirety of my army is handling one half of the map, and then Rosato's handling the other.
Emblem, engage!
Although, him getting frozen is, like, a problem, because now he's going to be taking that true damage and not retaliating. Maybe I should have not engaged. Actually, I think I should not engage so I can hand axe at least. So yeah, we'll just rewind to that. I'll rewind for equipping the wrong weapon, but I won't rewind for Tamara dying. Sorry, Tamara fans. This is called favoritism. Oh, wait, oh, fuck! Oh, god damn it!
What could it...
Yeah, well, that's because I did an elixir. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, I flubbed input. Okay. You... Items. Equip the hand axe. Use the elixir. Okay, there we go. I had Roy on Saphir. Yeah, I had Roy on Saphir as well.
Sorry.
I eventually put Roy on Louis, because Holdout meant that he could take on, like, a group of mostly physical enemies that have, like, one magical enemy. You lost Louis? That's sad. Louis was like my favorite. So that's the true damage. And then I'll take another 22 in true damage from the other Wyvern, right? And I'm frozen. Wait, this might actually be bad. Because then 30... I don't get above 44, do I?
Now I'm mad. Please protect us.
Mavier demanded a sacrifice and then he crit with Shrine. That's why you have holdout on your Louis. What are we... Yeah, if we use Elixir, we go up to 40.
Giving it all I've got.
But then we die... Oh, and my Great Sacra... Oh, and my Micaiah user is dead! Oh, no! Wait, okay, hold on. We can... Oh, 15 tiles is not enough tiles. We have to dance her. We have to dance her in order to warp Ragnarok and save Rosado.
I'm sorry you had to see that.
Yeah, so we'll do this.
You're done for.
Oh, chain attack missed. Oh, never mind. We get the crit. It's fine. Never punished.
My passion sustains me.
What a pain.
There we go. Okay. Oh wait, we could. No, we can't. That's fine. We'll heal Alir. Bong bong bong. Go here. We Rider's Bane this guy, and then send Marin over.
If this love is a crime,
Like so. And then this should give us enough Warp Ragnarok range, because 15 from being a flyer. Okay, so then she kills this one, Rosado kills the other one, and he's safe. See, I knew I could figure it out. Just had to use my thinking cap. No, don't engage, attack. If you engage, you don't have any weapons, and you die.
So unpleasant.
That's called favoritism. There we go. I wonder if the holdout and rune sword combo is as good as it seems. As I'm assuming the idea is that you always rune sword above the holdout threshold, so you're like NOS tanking. Who gives rune sword again? It's Hector, right? Hector also is good at boosting bulk outside of rune sword, so it might be really good. I have to say, I have not noticed the lag people have been talking about. Maybe that's because of the platform I'm playing on. I'm using a Switch 2.0. The Mega Switch that they, you know, it's the upgrade they're going to reveal in a Nintendo Direct. Let's see. Sidal is fine to take a hit. So how far can he dance? So we'll do this. That guy's probably going to attack Sidal, but it'll be fine. Oh, we can actually get him out of there as well if we move Alir first. Bum ba da bum ba. Forgot about Cantor. Really? I didn't see it. I'll review the footage later. But yeah, I didn't see that. Or perhaps my screen glitched. It could be, but it could be the footage as well. Like, it could be the texture as well.
Please protect us.
You know, when you're playing with mods on a new game, there's always going to be some amount of instability. I mean, it's the reason that... It's funny because I created this screen. I created this screen so that if the mod caused Engage to crash, that I would have something. But then it turns out that Thracia is the one that crashed. So that was kind of funny. I don't have recovery yet. Oh, World Tree, though.
You'll see what I'm made
of. Didn't put a javelin on him, unfortunately. Just didn't have enough room for everything I wanted in my inventory.
Fine by me.
I love that antitoxins are actually good in this game. I reviewed the footage. I think it's just very dark on this map. It makes Fregado look weird. Yeah, it's like the sewers. It's like that's absolutely a possibility. I love how at some point I said Marin's probably not a long-term unit, and then I just end up using her anyway. I mean, Marin is one of my favorite units, so I'm glad I'm using her, but it's funny that at some point I said it. Okay, let's take a look.
What a pain.
Yeah, I think it is an issue with the map. I think it's an issue with the map. He definitely looks darker than he should.
With elegance. Were you raised by wolves?
Look at that. We got the HP. We got the HP. Zelkov, can you kill this guy? Yes. Yeah, and I'm fine with that. I watch on 144 because my internet can't handle anything more. That's valid. I also have kind of funky internet, TBH. You know, the nice thing about Leaf on Zelkov is I can use the stiletto on player phase and then not have to worry about the downside of not having it on enemy phase. I live in a really rural place. The internet is terrible here. Yeah, I used to live, like, I was in North Carolina in like the boonies, as in like
No one's gonna miss you.
the road that I was on was such a dirt road that the post office refused to drive down it, and instead there were mailboxes for everyone who lived on the road at the end of the road. So that's like where I'm coming from. I'm no longer there. I'm now in a suburb of a fairly major city. Is it just me that thought Marin and Brene were siblings? They look more alike than Panette and Pendreo. I don't have Brene deployed. Do they have the same hair color? Are they both blonde? I know Panette and Pendreo are both redheads, and that's like the thing that links them. And also their names. I will be honest, I used Brene in his joining map, and I used Brene in the map where... Ooh, wait. Yeah, no, it was just staff. I used the map where in the map where you're fighting Hortensia, the Battle for Solm, I think it's called. And he died on that map, and I was like, I don't really want to turn well for you. And then I tried using him in my second playthrough, and he didn't die, but he just was really underwhelming, so I just didn't use him. That said, he's absolutely going to be a big part of 0% growths, because, like, his base stats are actually kind of nutty, in a no-growths context, because he fills in gaps that, a lot of other units don't. Oh yeah, Stiletto isn't actually effective. Okay, what we do, we... Wolf bail this guy, I think. He's a meh unit, but his supports are unironically really good. Yeah, when I say nutty, I don't mean like... I mean it's because in 0% growths, you're actually not going to have that many bulky units, especially in the mid-game. And you lose the Roy emblem for that portion as well.
Your luck's run out.
Because without growth units, like some of the better bulky units are no longer bulky.
Emblem, engage!
Yep. Give it up.
Boom.
I almost broke a sweat.
I always forget that Tiki takes flying damage when I have it on a flyer. Like in my vanilla playthrough that I use Tiki, I have Tiki on Chloe. Because for my first playthrough, I didn't use any of the DLC, I didn't use any of the heroes' weapons, and I didn't do any grinding. And then my second playthrough, I'm using the heroes' weapons, the DLC, but no grinding. And I guess this is technically my third playthrough now. But, like, it's also reverse recruitment, so it's not... Like, this is not reflective of how these units perform.
I live to fight again.
And I'm mostly just memeing around with it, which is why, like, I just fed all the stat boosters to Rosado. And yeah, it's on hard instead of maddening as well.
I won't let you do what you want.
You know, the point of this playthrough is much more to show off the funny supports and stuff than it is to actually, like, treat it like it's a huge legitimate playthrough. Or, you know, not that the casual is not legitimate. It's not a challenge run, though, I guess.
I live to fight again.
It's just, like, something funky. It's something different. Oh, okay, we got reinforcements, we got reinforcements. We got a lot of reinforcements. Okay.
Allow me.
That's also why I'm spending so much time in the Somniel to show off the funky models, because I think that they're a big appeal of this version of the RR.
Let's have some fun.
Boom, 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 boom! Panette Gaming, everyone.
I won't let you do what you want.
Oh, I'm gonna be so mad when Panette no longer has the hype on Marth available for her.
I'm your knight to command.
Guess we'll do this.
Farewell to you.
Oh, nice. I do love how mounted units sheathe their swords after killing someone with a sword. It's very nice. Okay, I think what we do is... Actually, no. I want... Dance Figado. Go up. Figado's gonna pew... Figado can't reach. Fudgeroonie. I mean, I've got Holdout. Holdout's a thing.
Gutsy, aren't you?
Hectorcopter time. Okay. We got adaptability, which I think adaptability is one of the worst skills. The fact that it doesn't fucking stack just makes it feel so bad. How much does Selena do? I know this is probably a bad idea, but I have Time Crystal available. So we'll see.
I live to fight again.
Look at how she goes. I think she looks nice with the blue hair.
I won't let you do what you want.
We'll have to fight our way through.
Saphir's level ups have been pretty disappointing, but her bases have, like, held her up. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's effective damage? You're joking. Oh, wait, Camilla. Fuck. Oh, never mind. Lol. Never mind, lol.
I won't quit.
We give you Divine Blessing, right?
I'll be good.
And then we warp Ragnarok to kill Selena. Or to remove one of Camilla's health bars. I think we kill Selena. Wolf Bill here. Shoot you down.
What a pain.
I mean, like, is there even a point in moving everyone else? They're so far away from the action. Look at that fat damage, too. Boom!
Your luck's run out.
Like, I guess run them up just cuz, but there's not really anything they can do, in my opinion. Like, it's up to Rosato and Hortensia to handle up there, but I think they can.
Sweet dreams.
Cause, like, is this gonna kill Hortensia? Fuck, it is. Okay, well, that's not ideal then. So let's take care of down here first, because I feel like it's more, like, manageable. Like, we know what we're doing with this.
Talk about a good time.
We'll have to fight our way through.
How much does Rosato do with the Eternal Claw? 50. What's her HP? 30. Oh, okay, so we can just... Again, why did I bother doing things on enemy phase when we clearly want to do them on player phase? Like, this is a very player phase game. I shouldn't even bother with the Revival Crystal, right? We just all out attack.
Allow your soul the rest it deserves.
Yeah, so then we just... Eternal Claw. GG.
I've had enough. It would seem this ends here.
So there's that. Let's see what Camilla has to tell us in the
Is that
cutscene.
enough, Camilla? Do we need to keep fighting?
No, I think you have proven yourself. It is clear your resolve is as strong as I'd hoped. I'll gladly join you. I look forward to fighting by your side.
Thank you.
Of course. I appreciate your sincerity. You might actually succeed in shining a light through the darkness of this world.
Thankfully, I don't have to do it alone. With your help, and all our friends and allies, I believe we can make it happen.
Quite true. It is difficult to achieve anything of consequence by oneself. I never could have hoped to defeat my father all on my own. Nor could I have imagined making peace with Hoshido. Thanks to Korin and all of our family.
How far
and
do you have to
friends,
get before you unlock
we were
Camilla?
able to change
You have
the
to
world.
beat the Anna Paralog and the Tiki Paralog, and then you can do any of the other DLC emblems after that.
And I hope you'll continue to share your experiences during our time together.
Of course, sweet
But in order, you also need to pick up the Three Houses bracelet from, you have to pick up the Three Houses bracelet. Actually, you might not need to beat the Anna Paralog. I think you just have to pick up the Three Houses bracelet in the Somniel, which spawns after you beat Chapter 6. And then it is on the map behind the Anna Paralog, but I don't think you need to beat the Anna Paralog to get there. You do need to beat Tiki's Paralog to unlock Hector, Camilla, and Soren's, and presumably that's also going to be the case for Veronica and Robin Crom. Yes, thank you. Crom. But, so, because the story, at least regarding the bracelets, is we found the Three Houses bracelet. And it appears there's more of those bracelets on an island. So then we go to the island, we find Tiki. After you beat Tiki, Tiki says, hey, I'll guide you to where my friends are. And the friends are the other bracelets. Which means, unfortunately, Tiki's voice acting is all throughout this DLC portion. I'm assuming that this, like, it's bare bones in terms of, like, getting the story. I'm assuming that this is going to be mostly unrelated to the Fell Xenologue, which seems to be, closer to, like, a side campaign like Cinder Shadows. Whereas this is just more about, like, hey, these could be useful resources, let's go get them. And then every time you run into one, they're like, you know, I would work for you, but I kind of want to test you first. I actually like the map they chose for Camilla. I expected Chapter 10, because that's, like, an iconic map that Camilla arrives in. But, like, the sewer map is one of the better Birthright maps. So I think it was a good... If they weren't going to go with Chapter 10, which, like, given their track record with defend maps in this game, I feel like they probably just couldn't handle Chapter 10. The sewer map is actually a good choice, and I thought that was a fun map to play with. I liked the gimmick, especially if you go early when Chloe's your only flyer. The gimmick of having to deal with flyers when you can't position as well as they can feels like a cool one. Right, support. I bet the Xenologues are going to be like Heirs of Fate / Future Past, where it's a bad timeline ending. Maybe.
That was nothing. We didn't have to resolve a single quarrel, and they were...
I haven't played those DLCs, actually. I should at some point.
You're so easy.
From the name, it does sound like evil. Like Fell Xenologue.
People love you so much.
Isn't Xenologue an awakening thing?
Working with someone so unflappable.
Unflappable?
Like, that's what they named all the DLC paralogs, is Xenologues?
Coming on. But thanks for the compliment. How about we grab dinner together sometime?
Dinner?
Yeah. You, me, and some hard-hitting questions. Like, who is your very best friend, and why?
That's pretty personal.
You could tell me a super secret wish. You know, one you're too embarrassed to reveal.
No, that's even worse. Look, as much as I enjoy your devil-may-care attitude, the banter is a bit much.
You'd rather I be all boring and serious? Nah, that wouldn't be me if I wasn't a rascal.
I suppose you're right. It is hard to imagine you without that carefree personality of yours. It may be your most likable trait.
Also, both have better stories than the actual games. With Fates, that's not hard. And, like, here's my hot take. I also think Awakening's story is pretty bad. I've heard people say that Awakening's, that, like, the only Fire Emblem with a bad story is Fates. But, like, I think that Awakening has a pretty bad story. It's just structurally pretty bad. Like, it's structured in a weird way. So here's the thing, right? Is, like, the Valm arc is kind of just a detour. And that's not new to Fire Emblem. In fact, some of the better Fire Emblem stories have arcs that are just, like, side stories, right? Think the Western Isles in FE6. Think, what's another good example? Everything that you do in FE9 with the Apostle in order to fight Oliver, like everything fighting Oliver, that's just a complete side story compared to the main story. But they don't last that long. Like, Oliver, you fight for, like, 4 chapters. There's 4 chapters in the Western Isles. in Binding Blade, after Dragon's Gate, there's kind of just like a jumping around, not really, or not Binding Blade, Blazing Blade, after Dragon's Gate, there's kind of just like 3 or 4 chapters of rest, basically, before resuming what ends up being the main plot. I don't think it's inherently bad to have a side story, but the Volmark lasts way too long, and contributes almost nothing to the main plot. Thracia has the best story because Veld turns people into rocks, and that's funny. True, though. I was playing Thracia earlier, and then it crashed after I got 2 move level ups on my best units. So I got salty and decided not to play anymore, and that's why I'm doing Engage. Ashira does that too. I actually really dislike Ashira in the plot of Radiant Dawn. I feel like she comes out of nowhere, and all of Act 4's story is terribly handled. Like, everyone complains about the Blood Pact, but I think the Blood Pact that, the first Blood Pact is fine. The Blood Pact in Part 4 is stupid, but that's because everything in Part 4 is stupid. Alright, who are we sending through the arena? Ba, ba, da, ba. Probably Sadal, right? Get that sweet, sweet SP. Or, not SP, XP. So we can get, Radiant Dawn is good until it isn't. I would say, both from the gameplay and story perspective, Part 4 just tanks everything that I like about Radiant Dawn. Because it's like, hey, this story is really interesting. We're setting up a conflict between 2 forces and give them, like, reasons to be in conflict while neither side is inherently evil. Surprise, we just have an active god and then you have to fight them. And then in terms of the gameplay, it's like some really tight maps, some really fun and interesting and varied objectives. Some of the coolest objectives in Fire Emblem history. Like the burning supplies. There's not really any other objective other than, I guess, Chapter 22 of Engage that comes close to that in terms of, like, being unique. Both of those chapters are about running around the map to collect a certain number of waypoints. I didn't really make that connection until now. But then Part 4 just goes, here, have 5 route maps in a row, followed by a single kill boss that is pretty fun, and then the tower, which is mostly stupid until you get to Ashera.
Well-earned victory.
Fates definitely sticks out as, like, the worst story, but I think because of that, people are willing to overlook some pretty big issues in the other Fire Emblem stories. Oh, I gotta look at Camilla's Emblem powers, don't I? I haven't actually seen those. I've heard she's pretty good. And then I'm probably gonna end the stream after that.
Camilla, let's kill them quickly.
Speed Res, Dragon Vein, Soar. Oh, so she gives Soar just from level 1. I wonder how much Soar costs to inherit. Dark Inferno, Bolt Axe. Magic Axe wielded by Emblem Camilla can strike closer at range. Lance Guard 1, Speed Res, Decisive Strike, that's useless. Axe Proficiency, that's nice, that's nice. Detoxify, that's pretty low. Lightning is her level 10, okay. Strong Bond, Groundswell, that's the one that, yeah, it gets rid of miasma and stuff. Camilla's Axe. Axe wielded by Emblem Camilla grants res plus 10 and deals extra damage if foes equal to foes res minus def. That's so specific. Magic proficiency. It's pretty late. 17. Wowie, wowie. I guess at the very least, like, we have that option now if you want to go, like, as a funny meme, to go Sage Fagato or something. But, wow. 17 for a weapon proficiency. That's a lot. And then Decisive Strike Plus, like, boo. So wait, how much is Decisive Strike? Is it 5? Wow, that's so bad. That's so fucking bad. Oh, let's say hello to Slenderman. Sure, we'll do that.
Food is fuel.
Fodlon stories have big issues, but I don't want to open that can of worms. Yeah, I guess since I'm about to end the stream, I can give my hot take so that if people get mad, I don't have to deal with it in chat. I think Three Houses, and I haven't played Three Hopes, but I think Three Houses' story is actually terrible, and people think it's good because it pretends to grapple with mature political themes, but it handles them so poorly that it makes an argument for being... You could argue, I do not personally think, but you could argue that Three Houses is worse than Fates because at least Fates knows what type of stupid nonsense it is. Like, I think that the majority of people who think that Three Houses' story is amazing haven't actually, like, looked at Three Houses' story. They just say, oh man, Three Houses is about how none of these people are right. And that's so cool because there's no direct bad guy, and that makes it mature and complex, but, like, it's not mature and complex because they don't do Shades of Grey, right? Like, instead of it being Shades of Grey, it's like, which of these horrible people would you like to side with that also we don't characterize very well. And we characterize super inconsistently as well. Like, Rhea on Edelgard route is so different from Rhea on the other routes. Rhea on the other routes is like, oh, she's a little bit suspicious, maybe you shouldn't trust her. And then Rhea on Edelgard route is like, I'm gonna murder fucking everyone. Like, do you side with the woman who conspired to kill your father and also a bunch of other people and, like, says that it's to get equality, but also is, like, consistent, like, is not... She says, oh, I have to team up with the Slithers and the Dark people in order to achieve equality. And then, just kills a bunch of people. Like, she's just mad at Rhea. Or do you side with Rhea, who's, like, shown to have fucking manipulated history in order to maintain power for herself? Calling Three Hopes is straight up a different character. I need to play Three Hopes still. I haven't. So I can't really give, like, hot takes on Three Hopes' story. But I will say, even in the routes, oftentimes they are just completely different characters. And then they, like, throw in a bunch of stuff to, like... They throw in... You know, people give Fates shit, as they rightly should, for throwing in scenes that are just there to try to get you to purchase the DLC, right? Like, Azura dies at the end of Birthright. Ooh, see if she doesn't die in Conquest, maybe. You see the ghost of Takumi at the end of Conquest. Maybe you can save him in Revelations. But Three Houses does that for no reason. And it makes even less sense. Like, do you fucking remember Dimitri's ghost shows up and goes, ooh, I'm a spooky ghost in Silver Snow. Just cuz. Like, what was up with that? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, Three Houses' story is horrible. Three Houses' story is horrible. I think it is one of the worst in the Fire Emblem franchise. I think Fates is worse, but I think it's closer than people would like to admit. And having said that, give the stream a dislike, leave death threats in the comments, and I love y'all. See ya!